Today we will be talking about the effects of caffeine on your body and how bad it is for you. Though, if you're an avid coffee drinker like my husband, you're really not going to care about what I have to say next. But at least you'll be more informed about the risks of that cup of coffee and how bad it is for your body. We have all been there. Early mornings stink. You're tired, exhausted, barely feeling human. Some of us will muddle through our day, while others of us will grab a nice cup of coffee and we will instantly feel more alert. According to the FDA, the average adult drinks around 200 milligrams of coffee per day. This is equivalent to 10 ounces of coffee, like this cup here. While some caffeine is man-made, it can also be found naturally in things like tea leaves, coffee beans, and even some ingredients in chocolate, among many other things. Most physicians agree that in small doses, caffeine is non-toxic and can be even beneficial for your body. Caffeine stimulates the body, making you feel more awake and alert. It can also increase your attention span, and caffeine even contains antioxidants which have been proved to decrease the chance of you getting cancer. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying caffeine is necessarily good for you, but in small doses, it can be somewhat beneficial. According to everydiet.org, caffeine can negatively affect your heart, nervous system, and even your lungs. The extent of these negative side effects greatly depends on the amount of coffee that you drink. In large amounts, caffeine can cause everything from headaches, the inability to fall and stay asleep, to hallucinations. It can also cause an increased heart rate, dizziness and nervousness, among other things. 2 cups of coffee or less is considered moderate and is thought to be non-harmful. Maybe one of the most worrisome effects, though, of coffee is dependence on caffeine itself. This dependence creates a cycle that causes the symptoms stated before to become more pronounced and could even lead to death. This happens because the body gets used to the amount of caffeine in the coffee or other sugary stuff that you eat. And in turn, you don't get the same feel-good effects you did at first. In order to get the alertness that coffee gave you before, you increase your consumption. Again, your body over time gets used to the new levels, and this cycle continues. So how do you take back control and stop the cycle? Well, Fit Day gives us some great advice in this area. They suggest you monitor your intake and adjust accordingly if you're intaking too much. They also suggest you gradually decrease your levels to avoid withdrawal symptoms, because these symptoms can be similar to the effects of caffeine when you drink too much. Start small. Instead of grabbing for your regular cup of coffee, try some decaf. You might find that you actually like it, though my husband would probably disagree because I highly doubt he's ever tried and liked decaf. And last but certainly not least, eat good nutritious food, drink lots of water, and exercise daily. This will help you feel more awake and less likely to grab for that cup of coffee. So, in general, caffeine in small quantities and occasionally is safe and will give you that boost of energy that you need. But, like with most things, too much of a good thing is bad for you.